Why the fuck? Fuck. Does it work? Can you hear me? Finally, I don't understand why that happens. It's so brutal. Like, it's crazy to me, but thanks for sticking around and bearing with me. That's true friendship. Sticking around through the hard times. So from the beginning, what I was trying to say, and Vince was trying to read my lips. No, but I had the volume up on the phone, so there should be no issues. At other times, I just go live like I always do. Go live. Yesterday it worked just fine. The night before it worked fine, but the other morning it didn't. But I'm live today because at this time, because I got done much earlier than usual. Usually I'm not done work till like 6, 7 o'clock on a Saturday. Then I go run and pick up Nick. It takes an hour to get to where he's at to pick him up for the weekend. Then about an hour to get home because we like stop to get some food and come home. So I'm usually not home on a Saturday till 8:30, 9 o'clock, leaving me not much time to get ready for Spine Ticks Live. I'm jumping in the shower and then I'm trying to like rest for like a little bit or whatever. But today is a good day. Get to go home and just sit back, relax, watch some shows to catch up on, and then get ready for Spine Ticks. What's going on, Adam? All right, Moon. So Moon's gonna be hanging out with us on Spine Ticks Live from work. Works on Sunday nights too, hanging out with me on Sunday Fun Day. Seth in the house. Hey, Seth's the one that you're like my reminder of the cautionary tale about how lives can go wrong. Because I remember the one time Seth tried to go live like 8 different times and it just wasn't working. Good times, good times. The other thing I was talking about that nobody can hear, and I didn't realize that nobody can hear me, was we are looking at championship weekend. And at least Seth still has some skin in the game with his Patriots going against Uncanny Swag's Denver Broncos. Then we have on the other side, Los Angeles Rams versus Seattle Seahawks. I don't know if we really have any like Seahawks or true Seahawks fans, not bandwagoners. We got Brittany coming through too. Like we got a whole gambit of people coming in. I appreciate it. If you haven't caught the video yet, I posted a video, I guess it was yesterday or the day before. Dean hooked me up with some cool cards. Sean Jedi Master hooked me up with a couple cool cards too. I'm going to show off that Erling Haaland card again tonight, Dean, on Spine Ticks Live. That card is awesome looking. So I'm glad you sent that to me. I appreciate it. I appreciate the other ones that you sent to me too. Not my favorite player on the team, but Cooper DeJean is definitely my guy. And then a Quinion Mitchell card was really cool too. Of course, though, I have the sound now. I got the sound back after the 20 plus people that were in the chat for like 30 seconds making fun of me for no sound. They need to all come back and hang out, and they can make fun of me some more. You know how I do like the trolls around here. I've missed the trolls. I've had like no trolls on Sunday nights. It's been rather low key. You know, I love all you guys. I love when you come in on a Sunday. But I like some new blood to come in and, you know, mix it up, get it all nice and spicy. I miss my man Paul Daves Jr. coming in and being my wingman, smacking the trolls. Not to mention, I like when Paul and Dean are in together talking shit to one another. That's a whole nother show in itself. Yes, I like new blood there, Brittany. Brittany, did you move yet? Did you make your move yet? Engorge the chat, not engage the chat. Engorge the chat, not engage. Is that supposed to be engage the chat? I always engage the chat. You know it how it is. I don't ever. No, that's actually probably a bad thing, engaging the chat. YouTube likes the channels that don't engage the chat. YouTube likes the people where they're also self-absorbed in doing the things that they're doing and concentrating on doing the things they're doing to perfection, that they don't ever engage the chat. That YouTube likes those ones because they're the ones that get pushed and then have like 500 people watching their live stream when a lot of it's dumb as shit. That is a new segment on Spine Ticks Live where Swag scrolls through to see who our competition is on a Saturday night, and it's pretty amusing. Where's the so-called storm that we're supposed to have? Well, as far as I know, the storm's not even supposed to come until in the wee hours in the morning, so like 2 a.m. Eastern, and we're supposed to get like a foot of snow. All right, so I scrolled back for Brittany. Just wanted to see what Brittany had to say. So at the end of the school year, you'll be making that move. All right, sounds good. Yeah, so we're supposed to, I live just north of Philadelphia, so where Philadelphia is supposed to get 6 to 9. I think we're also supposed to get about 6 to 9 inches. In the area I'm driving home is supposed to get, I think, around 6 to 9 inches as well. That's what she said. But where my actual route is, which is further north towards the, in the mountains of Allentown, you're looking at, they're talking a foot to more than a foot of snow. So that's crazy. So, I mean, you get a foot of snow even if I mean, that's, I don't work Sunday, I don't work Monday, that's good, but then I'll go back Tuesday, and it'll still, I guarantee, be a complete disaster on Tuesday with all the snow. I mean, I just, even what I did today delivering, there's still snow left on the ground, and I got to take like the long way around driveways and do all this to deliver packages, to not slip on ice, and it's crazy. But now you're gonna get a foot of snow dumped on top of all that. Take it easy, Vince. Arizona, my aunt, God rest her soul, my mom's sister, she many moons ago moved out to Arizona with my cousins, and then stayed out there till the day she passed. She loved the place. That was her thing. I couldn't see myself living in Arizona. I forgot where you said you were going, and I don't know if you want to mention it or not in chat, but I thought it was like one of the Dakotas or something like that you were talking about moving to, or like Nebraska or something like that. Never been in that area, but it definitely seems like a better area than Arizona. Okay, Nebraska, yeah. Never been there either. Other than say like Vegas, I don't think I've ever gone really that far west. The other 2 summers ago, I was in Ohio for the National Card Convention. I've been to Kansas City, Missouri, and Kansas City, Kansas. That was for a previous job related thing, but yeah, I don't really go west. One road trip to New Orleans, a road trip to Arlington, Texas. Didn't stay very long. Sorry, I'm now actually getting on a turnpike, so I won't be able to reply to any of your guys' comments, but I see is in there. And if you stick around long enough after I get off the turnpike, I'll check out the comments at the end. I might just for the hell of it tomorrow, if we actually get as much snow as they're talking about, I might just silent live stream, since sometimes my shit don't work anyway and you can't hear me. Maybe I might just do a silent stream in the middle of the night or tomorrow morning. Snowfall. Maybe I'll hook it up with some non-copyrighted music to use, and people could just watch the snowfall to some music. I look like a frozen snack pack. It was brutally cold today there, Diener. I'm actually not even, I don't even have enough layers on for how cold it was, but the good thing is when you're in and out of the van, and the van is warm, you don't worry about it. You just try to keep on moving. I had this thing over my face, like pulling it like a ninja. And a nice old Amazon beanie. It's not a bad job. Sometimes I complain about it, sometimes I don't. Definitely not in the job for the long haul. That's for sure. This 50-year-old body can't handle this for like for many years or anything like that. I have 6 months to a year tops. Another 6 months to a year. I gotta definitely get out of here. But they treat me well. The owner treats me well. The management treats me well. Most of the customers are pretty nice. Not all of them. Some of them are complete dickheads. I got a couple negative comments this week, which really pissed me off because I try to do my job right. But it's physically exhausting, especially when it is a full 9-10 hour day. But what's nice is when you can have a shortened day like today, I still get paid for 10 hours, even though I didn't work 10 hours. So that's like a good trade-off for this hurting my body and making me sore. And the pay's pretty decent, so bills get paid, mouths get fed. I'm still beautiful in my old age there, Diener. I appreciate that. I would say I'm a silver fox, but look, this is it's like one streak through the friggin' middle. More like a skunk, silver skunk, than a silver fox. I would take the hat off because being in the car, but my hair is like all over the place. I've been growing my hair out. Like if I was to like shave right here, I'd have a good old mullet going on. I got what they call like hockey hair. How many times I get hit by lightning? I was gonna say something really cheesy. I got hit by lightning once when I met my wife. Ha ha! Bing! Bonus points. Yeah, I'm getting there, Diener. Welcome into all you wonderful people out there. I can't exactly reply to your comments because I am driving, but anything you want to talk about, I typically talk sports on this channel. I typically rant. Sometimes I'll put the camera the other way so you can see the countryside of my ride. I did see Scary Terry in the house. Scary, you can actually hear me this time, my friend. I'm not all on mute. I'm glad you're here to stop by. So I can actually personally say too, I appreciate the support that you have always given this channel, Scary. I try to give you that love back when I can. It's been really hard lately. I don't know, for whatever reason, last like month has been rough as far as supporting other channels and watching stuff, and was sick this week and sick the last week, and you know, people try to oh yeah, wait, I don't know if you're asking me where's your package from me or from Dean or from somebody else. I didn't quite see far enough back on the comments there, Scary. I would love to at some point get you a package of cards sent out to you. We got my man Scotty who just stepped in. Go Birds. Scotty's an Eagles fan. Out. See, Dean, I right off in my head, a little slow on the uptake. See, I mean, you know what's funny? How about now? Can you hear me now? All right. So now I understand. My wife was actually trying to call me, so I probably cut out with the phone ringing. But babe, don't you? My woman should get notifications on her phone. You know, if she really loved me, if she really cared, she'd have notifications on her phone that I'm live right now. But they're just kidding. My wife is a complete angel who's totally okay with me doing Saturday streams and Sunday streams and other card stuff, as long as you know, I stay out of her way and let her roll and do her thing. Man, I gotta turn off all this heat. I'm getting, yeah. Let's get all this stuff off. I'll leave that on. You don't need to see my Doc hairdo from Back to the Future. My stuff woofing out all over the place. Hey, Tony Luke's is good there, Scary, but John's roast pork, yeah. No, you need Nick's roast beef is a good spot for some food over this way too. Tony Luke's is not bad. I live closer to a place called Steve's Prince of Steaks. That's a hell of a good cheesesteak. And engorge. I am a fat guy. I do engorge a lot of stuff. But I don't know about engorging, or I can consume on maybe. You need some beef or barbecue. And speaking of barbecue, I've never had a good Texas barbecue. So Dino, you got to tell me about the Texas barbecue, because I tell you what, I've had some, when I went to Kansas City, I had some really good Kansas City barbecue. They do it up right. I went to one place that was in Kansas, the other place was in Missouri. Real, like, world famous barbecue and shit. But I'm with you there, Scary Terry. Need to find a good barbecue spot. masticating. What the fuck are we talking about now? You guys are nuts. Even though my team is not in it, I am looking forward to some football this weekend. Watching teams. You know what? I have no rooting interest in any sort of way. I don't like the Patriots. Never have. Sorry about that, Seth. Can't stand the Patriots. But I like Drake May a lot. I like that story. So I'd be okay with it because of that story. Broncos, I like Bo Nix, but he's not playing. I'd root for them a little bit because of swag. Los Angeles Rams, can't stand the Los Angeles Rams either. Seattle, I don't like them or hate them one way or another. I almost want to root for Seattle because I would love to see Sam Darnold win the Super Bowl and just laugh at the Minnesota Vikings for dumping him. I understand you got J.J. McCarthy, give him a shot, but Sam Darnold got you to the playoffs last year. Not single-handedly or anything, but, that was your guy, and then you just let him go, and he goes over to Seattle and does what he does in Seattle. He's not this, great quarterback like a Matthew Stafford. He's just a competent, does the job right, and wins when it matters quarterback. And the Vikings screwed up on that one, and I laugh my ass off every time I see anything about Seattle and how well they're doing. I will tell you, as much as he's a diva, and a lot of people can't stand him, I like Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs has looked really good. He's helped out the Patriots really well. If I'm not mistaken, I think he might be... Man, I wrote this down because I was actually going to talk about it at one point. But I think Stephon Diggs is one of the finalists for Comeback Player of the Year. I believe it's him, Christian McCaffrey, Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, and maybe one other person. I would actually give Stephon Diggs that award for going from where he was to now being in the AFC Championship and possibly the Super Bowl. That's pretty solid. That would be a good pick. Again, if you guys stick around long enough, when I get to where I'm going, I'll scroll back to some of these comments just to make sure I didn't miss anything or any questions you had for me today. I think the Flyers play back to back, or they might play today. I don't know if they're playing, or tomorrow. I don't know. Huge win for the Flyers. They had not been looking so stellar for a little bit. You're talking they lost 6 straight, and then all of a sudden they won earlier in the week. They then blew a lead, but still got a point out of playing the Utah Mammoth on Wednesday. But biggest win of the season by far last night, where they smoked the best team in the league, the Colorado Avalanche, 7-3, including Owen Tippett for the Flyers got a hat trick And there was plenty of Flyers fans in attendance to throw their hats onto the ice. That was awesome to see. Basketball, Sixers are doing pretty decent. Huge, they won on Monday against the Pacers. I was actually at that game with my sons. Then they blew, they were winning and blew the game. And then they won yesterday. Sorry, I got a little distracted. Wife tried to call again. I'm almost ready to actually end this. Hold on one second. Hopefully that didn't just turn the sound off. I just